So here we are. We've got ourselves a beautiful Atlantic salmon here. What we're going to do today is we are going to fillet this, show you how to clean it up, show you how to portion it, how to store it, and then what we'll do is we'll show you how to cook it as well. So let's get going. Okay, what we're going to do is just going to cut across here, just in the back of the head, just underneath the wing. Then what we're going to do here is we're going to find where the spine is, and we're going to cut just above the spine. Now, the trick to doing something like this is a sharp knife. What we're going to do here is I've now got my knife on an angle pointed towards the spine, and what we're doing here is we're running our knife along the bones. Here we go. Pull that out there. Okay, so we loosened it from the spine. We then came around, we cut the back end of the tail, and we just slid our knife across there just to get rid of all the connective bones and all that. Put this one aside. So here we are, here's your fillet. A bit filthy here, but it's almost part of the best bit of the salmon is this belly bit. Really fatty, really high in omega-3s. It's one of my favorite pieces of a salmon. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut along here. What we're going to do here is we're going to keep that belly. We'll just put it aside for now. You can use that for sashimi. You can use it just lightly on the char grill, will be nice as well. Not too much, but just a little bit, not to overcook it. Now what we're going to do here is we're just going to get rid of all the bones here. I'm just going to get rid of these here. So this here we'll get rid of that, but we can keep that. We can use that in a stock. So next, what we've got here, we've got a row of bones along here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go and grab my my pin boner, and we'll come back and we'll show you how to pin bone the salmon. So always remember to keep your area nice and clean. I like to keep a dry towel, clean towel with me. I keep a wet one here just to always wipe as you go. Okay, so what you want to do is fill your bones. There you go, there's one bone. You'll probably have roughly around about just over just over about a dozen of them within here. Just remember not to squeeze your tweezers too hard or you'll end up snapping the bones and they'll get embedded within the fish. Alright, so next what we're going to do is we're just going to just trim it up, get rid of this top edge here. Just going to square this off now. I'm going to keep that. Get rid of this bit of fat here. Just trimming it up, making it look nice. All these offcuts we're going to use in a stock or, you know, use in numerous other dishes. So next what we do is we're gonna portion this up. So show you guys how to portion it up. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do roughly anything from about 180 to 200 gram pieces. We're gonna cut, got my scales here. I've got a piece of cling film over the top because you use your scales to weigh a lot of food up, from meat to fish to even dough balls, pizza dough balls. So we re-wrap it every single time. So I've got them on. It's about 170, I'm happy with that. So we get that into a tray here, a gastro. I like to put a bit of go between, a bit of chucks on the bottom, to take any moisture out of it. It's all coming in around 180. Once you do this every day, you'll pretty much understand how far you have to cut to get your size. So that's as far back as I'm going to cut. You can use the tail to serve, or again, you can use this tail bit for, you know, other dishes as well. We're going to keep that aside. There we go, all nice and portioned. I usually lay another go-between on top and then start my next layer. I wouldn't go any more in a pan this size. I wouldn't go any more than 2 layers. Another go-between on top. Make sure it gets labelled and double wrapped straight into the fridge, stored where all the raw fish gets stored.